I want to talk a little bit about the mount today. So one of the things that's real big about the mount is shoulder placement, not just shoulder placement, but also the shrug. So one of the things that I did when I first started shooting is I didn't really have a shoulder shrug. I tend to keep the gun up higher, and I just kind of dip my head just barely into it. But if you notice, I don't really have any support behind the mount, right? So there's nothing behind this buttstock. It's just, I'm only getting the point of the buttstock into the shoulder. So I really don't have a solid mount. Well, I got away with that for years and years and years, but I decided this is the year to change it. I sat down and did a 6-week dry fire program, and this is where it all came from. I started to learn that I really had a really bad structure for a long time in my shooting, and I just didn't realize it. So as I sat down and really started kind of refining my rifle skills is when I really realized that I needed to make a massive change. So the mount is not very difficult. It's just learning to be consistent with it and obviously continuing to finish the shoulder roll. So I'm gonna go through a couple little things on how to fix your mount. So the biggest thing you wanna do is really kind of find that structure of what you're looking for. So the way I tend to teach the mount is very simple. You wanna roll that shoulder forward at the very beginning before you even set the rifle into that pocket. So you're gonna create your own pocket by rolling that shoulder forward. And it's very simple, because if you just kind of stand relaxed and you're just standing there and you just roll that shoulder forward, it's gonna create the pocket that you're looking for. Again, you want a man-made pocket, not what your body already has. You don't wanna try to get it in between your chest and your collarbone, because when you do that, you're still gonna allow the rifle to slide out of that mount, the natural mount that you already have. So you really wanna roll that shoulder forward and create the mount. So the good thing to do here is actually grab that rifle and put it on camera. So put your camera, set it up to the side there, get a little bit of a video. If you can see the back of the buttstock, that means you are not mounting the gun properly. That means you are absolutely opened up and the gun's gonna be able to move around when you really get after it. The other thing you want to do is you want to have a lean in. You want to lean into that rifle so that your body isn't standing straight up, because the more you get on that rifle is the more it wants to kick you back on your butt. That's just natural with any firearm, but especially with the rifle, because we can shoot it faster. So as I'm rolling that shoulder forward, I'm creating that mount. Now here's the issue. You have two choices with that shoulder. You can either dip your head. That's a no, definitely do not recommend that. Or we can bring that shoulder up into my face so that now the mount is just raised up higher. So basically you're gonna get that mount and you're gonna shrug that shoulder into the face, and then you're gonna find your gun right there. So for me, I'm obviously not standing up enough here. I need to get up first. So what I will try to do is I'll try to find that mount the gun, get my sights where I want them, and then from there I'm just gonna lower my shoulder. So then that's my mount, and then this is the shrug. So I'm just gonna shrug up into the face, and I'm right there. So once I kind of find my dot and I find a good placement on my shoulder, now I can kind of just lower that shoulder, and that's gonna tell me where my mount is gonna be on my shoulder. Now, obviously my buttstock's a little bit higher because I have a cheek well on here. That is not something that I care about structurally. All I care about is having 3/4 to almost the full buttstock on that shoulder. So if you look, you really cannot see the side of that gun at all. I am completely mounted and locked into that gun now. So again, just that slight shoulder roll just made a very giant difference in this, where I have nothing stopping the gun from moving, versus rolling that shoulder and bringing my head down just a little bit. But also the key is to raise that shoulder and bring it into. Now, what you don't want is you're not looking to shrug, right? It's really just kind of raise that shoulder up. The other one kind of stays relaxed. And all you're doing is you're not even really, shrugging. You're just kind of lifting that shoulder up nice and relaxed, and rolling that front shoulder forward will really give you the mount that you're looking for. All right, if you have any questions, hit me up in those comments, and I'll see you on the range.